Yes, but that would be a cost associated with owning an asset, not a liability in and of itself. So for example, like on a balance sheet, like on a net worth balance sheet, your home is an asset. It goes on the asset column. And even if you have um, costs associated with it, it is still something you own that has value. Same for cars. Cars are assets. They're not good investments because they do what? They depreciate. They lose value. So like if you're like, oh, I'm going to start buying sports cars because that's how I'm going to get rich, you're not smart. But it is technically an asset, and it has costs associated with ownership. So like you buy a car, it's worth 25,000. You have oil changes, you have everything. Now next year it's worth 20,000. So the cost associated with it is a cost associated to upkeep an asset. And the reason that really breaks down in logic is because, and maybe you guys know this or not, but you know there's costs associated with traditional investments like in the stock market. So if you go to purchase a stock through an exchange, there's sometimes like a commission. So it's not free to purchase the stock. They're not just like, oh, here, great, have as many of them as you want. Like the whole reason that like financial infrastructure exists is because we're compensated to facilitate that transaction. So stocks are an asset, but you could have a portfolio management fee. Does that all of a sudden make your investment portfolio a liability? No, because you have something that you own that has value. There's costs associated, but whether or not you're compensated for that, that asset and it uh, appreciates as much as you need it to, that would be the question of whether or not it's a good investment or not whether or not it has costs associated with it.